What if I told you that the Indian diaspora, often seen simply as migrants or expats, are now being secretly embraced by world governments as tools of economic power, global diplomacy, and even national identity? From tech giants in Silicon Valley to political leaders in Mauritius, from cultural diplomacy in the Caribbean to immigration reforms in Portugal, nations across the globe are quietly rewriting their stories around Indian influence. But why now? Why are countries suddenly fighting to claim Indians as their own? And what does this mean for the global balance of power? In this video, we uncover the surprising truth behind how and why the Indian diaspora is reshaping the world order, one country at a time. Why the world is quietly embracing Indians. Over 35 million Indians live abroad. But this is not just migration, it's global transformation. The Indian diaspora is the largest in the world, with over 35 million people living in more than 100 countries. But this isn't just about numbers, it's about impact on economies, innovation, and diplomacy. Countries are now strategically integrating Indians, not only for labor, but for leadership, culture, and national prestige. And what's more shocking? Many of these countries are shifting their national narratives to claim these Indians as symbols of shared identity and mutual growth. U.S. America's Silicon Valley runs on Indian minds, and Washington knows it. From the boardrooms of tech giants to the buzzing energy of startups, Indian professionals are everywhere. Names like Sundar Pichai, Google, Satya Nadella, Microsoft, and Arvind Krishna, IBM, are no longer just success stories. They're part of a geopolitical strategy. Indian-led startups like Instacart and Nutanix are reshaping the tech landscape, driving innovation and investment. The U.S. has reformed its H-1B visa and green card processes, ensuring that Indian professionals don't just work, but stay, build, and lead. These changes have fueled a wave of Indian entrepreneurship, with new companies emerging in artificial intelligence, fintech, and biotech. Indian Americans now represent a rising political and economic elite, influencing U.S. policy, culture, and business. Powerful networks like TE Silicon Valley and diaspora connect leaders, mentor startups, and shape the future of technology and governance. Quietly, America is building its future, powered by Indian intellect, collaboration, and ambition. UAE. Nearly 30% of the UAE's population is Indian. Over 3.5 million people shaping the nation's future. Indians are leaders in healthcare, construction, and technology, running hospitals, building skyscrapers, and powering tech startups. Notable business leaders like Yusuf Ali of Lulu Group and Dr. Azad Mupin of Aster DM Healthcare have become household names. Through initiatives like the Golden Visa, the UAE encourages skilled Indians to invest, innovate, and become permanent contributors to its economy. Indian-owned restaurants, Bollywood festivals, and Diwali celebrations light up Dubai and Abu Dhabi, blending cultures in everyday life. In return, the UAE fosters a sense of belonging, strategically binding Indians to the nation's success and multicultural identity. Canada. Indian immigrants are not just foreigners, they are woven into the very soul of the nation, shaping its story at every level. Indian Canadians are leaders in politics. Figures like Jagmeet Singh and Anita Anand have become household names, influencing national policy and public debate. In business, Indian-origin CEOs and entrepreneurs drive innovation, from tech startups in Toronto to major corporations in Vancouver. Indian festivals like Diwali light up Canadian cities, drawing crowds from all backgrounds and symbolizing unity and diversity. Indian cuisine, from butter chicken to samosas, has become a staple in Canadian restaurants, reflecting the deep cultural exchange. For Canada, Indian identity is not just an addition, it's a source of strength, innovation, and pride. Mauritius. This island nation isn't just friendly to Indians, it was shaped by Indian migration, history, and culture. In the 19th century, thousands of Indians arrived as indentured laborers, laying the foundation for a unique Indo-Mauritian identity. Today, over 70% of Mauritius's population is of Indian origin, and their influence is everywhere from language to daily life. Schools across Mauritius teach Hindi, Bhojpuri, and Tamil, preserving Indian languages for new generations. Indian festivals like Diwali and Holi are celebrated as national holidays, uniting the country in vibrant tradition. Indian cuisine, music, and rituals are not immigrant customs, they are national traits woven into Mauritian identity. Prime ministers of Indian descent openly use this connection to build powerful diplomatic and economic ties with India. Joint ventures in technology, finance, and education link the two nations, making Mauritius a strategic partner for India in the Indian Ocean. Here, Indian heritage is not just a cultural bonus. It's a political tool, a diplomatic bridge, and the heart of Mauritius's global identity. Once expelled, now welcomed, Indians in Africa have become vital partners in economic revival. In the 1970s, Uganda's dictator forced thousands of Indians to leave. Today, the story is very different. Uganda's government now actively courts Indian investors, offering tax breaks and special economic zones. Indian-owned supermarkets, factories, and tech firms are transforming local economies and creating jobs. Meanwhile, in Portugal, Goan communities are thriving. The government has introduced citizenship pathways for Goans, recognizing their unique heritage and encouraging cultural exchange. From African cities to Lisbon's vibrant neighborhoods, Indian culture is celebrated through festivals, cuisine, and business. These partnerships are reshaping national identities and building new bridges between continents. Israel. For Israel, Indian Jews are not just immigrants. They are cherished members of a long-lost family, bringing unique traditions and vibrant culture to the nation. Indian Jews have helped shape Israeli society, serving in the military, excelling in medicine, and leading in education. Notable figures like Lieutenant General J.F.R. Jacob and community leaders have become symbols of this integration. Across Israel, Indian Jewish communities preserve their heritage through vibrant festivals, traditional Bnei Israel and Kochin ceremonies, and the sharing of Indian cuisine. Their cultural ambassadors add diversity and reinforce national unity, making the Indian Jewish story one of belonging and pride. The British Empire once took from India, but today, the UK needs Indian identity to stay relevant. From London's Diwali celebrations lighting up Trafalgar Square to Indian restaurants on every high street, the UK is reframing its colonial past by celebrating Indian origin successes. Leaders like Rishi Sunak and Priti Patel, business icons such as Sir Anwar Pervez, and countless entrepreneurs are symbols of this new narrative. We're not colonial, we're collaborative. Indian origin politicians now shape British policy, while Indian-owned businesses drive the economy. In the Caribbean, nations like Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana, and Suriname proudly highlight Indian culture, dance, and food as foundations of their identity. From vibrant Fagua and Diwali festivals to bustling Indian restaurants and family-run businesses, Indian heritage is woven into the Caribbean social fabric, used for cultural tourism, international recognition, and a sense of shared pride. Across Southeast Asia and China, Indian culture has left an indelible mark, shaping traditions, beliefs, and even national identities for centuries. From the Ramayana's retelling in Thai and Indonesian epics to grand Diwali festivals in Singapore and Malaysia, Indian arts and stories are woven into the region's cultural fabric. Yoga studios flourish in cities from Bangkok to Jakarta, while Bollywood films and music captivate audiences across borders, bridging communities through shared celebration. China, too, highlights ancient Buddhist links and hosts joint cultural festivals with India, using these exchanges to promote peaceful collaboration and mutual respect in the modern era. Indians aren't just immigrants anymore, they're global power players. From Silicon Valley to Dubai, from Ottawa to Port Louis, Indian origin individuals are no longer on the sidelines. They are being actively embraced by nations seeking economic growth, cultural identity, and geopolitical advantage. The Indian diaspora isn't just shaping their host countries, they are helping to redefine the very idea of nationhood in the 21st century. The question is, who's next? Subscribe for more stories like this and let us know in the comments which country's Indian diaspora you think has the most impact today.